Hello, everybody. Late start, late start. I'm here though. Welcome, welcome. All right, today we will be watching Franco Mastantuono, our newest signing, playing for River Plate. So it says that he's playing as number 10, but he seems so far to be looking like he's playing actually out wide on the right and kind of inverting. I want to ask you guys, if you look at the, oof, that was close. If you look at the table, is there any possible way that we can actually run into them in this tournament? I think that's a good question, actually. Let me check. I'll take a look at it later. I can't really find it. So what do you guys think of the standard of quality here with a lot of the games? I think yesterday, like just a different way of playing the game. Yeah, I can't change the Real Madrid up here also, so that's going to be River Plate. No, what had it? Mastantuono on the ball. Yep. Oh, Ole. Top of the box. Ooh, shot. Oh, off the post. What a hit. That came actually out of nowhere. Good press. River Plate is really putting on the pressure to keep them in their own half. Oh yeah, that was an excellent left-footed hit off the inside of the post and just bounces right back out. Excellent turn, left foot across the goal. Yeah, Red Diamonds can't get out of their own half. But yeah, so he's actually not even playing as a 10. They're playing a 4-3-3. And what it looks like is like their right back is actually pushing up a lot further forward, causing Mastantuono actually to invert into the midfield, giving the right back the flank. Oh, the Mastantuono good control. Oh, he stepped out. Oh, he's hang off. High press from River Plate. Turnover from Diamonds. Good touch. Beats the first man again. Goes into the midfield. Beats one, beats two. Ball out wide. Cross in. 1-0. What a team play. What a team play. Long diagonal to Mastantuono. Mastantuono beats two players, plays it all the way back out to the left left forward. Then it was a nice ball in to the box for the forward. Easy header. 1-0. What about 1, 2? Excellent ball in. Was that their left back, actually? Oof. This can be a long game. Diamonds can't get out of their own half. They lose the ball as soon as River Plate start pressing them. They're sending like a 5-man press. When they're trying to build out the back, they're sending a 5-man press. Well, they do. Guys, I think we got one. We got an excellent signing. And also, I don't want to overread into this, especially because of the level of the Diamonds, right? But I think it is good to see that he takes the initiative. He's consistently looking for the ball. He's looking to get on the ball, whether it is to play someone out wide or play a pass or even just take on his man. Like he's not afraid of the moment, especially with all the eyes are on him. Since the announcing or the announcement of, you know, he's the newest Real Madrid player. Oh yeah, River player, they're looking great here. They're doing whatever they want. They're going right, left. They're penetrating, bringing it back, switch sides of play. Ball rough. Mastantuono once again. One of the good things I like about Mastantuono is that even when he gets the ball on the width, and he'll either take on the man or actually play it back just for more circulation, he will then start coming, he'll start to drift centrally, and then that causes one of the holding mids for the Red Diamonds to actually have to pull to him, and then once again leaves another one of the midfielders open. That consistent drift towards the middle is really causing a lot of overloads for the Diamonds, leaving always another man open here for the Diamonds, or excuse me, for River Plate. Cross in the middle. Offsides. Oof. What is the attendance for this game? All right, some possession by Red Diamonds. Oof, no foul, ref. Get up. Out, play him. Up, but now they're on the line. So with news of Mbappe being sick next game and possibly not playing, I think I saw a report saying he's like 90% not going to play. Who do you guys think is going to be in the front three? Like Rodrigo is now for sure a shoe-in, right? Rodrigo's going to be a shoe-in. Vinny's going to be a shoe-in. And I'm assuming it's going to be Goulet. Mastantuono. Long dial with Mastantuono. Oof, poor control. Ooh, poor touch. Ooh, he got lucky there by the ref. Ref bailed him out. Oh man, they're just playing around him. This is going to be. Put your prediction in. I'm calling this. This is probably going to be a 4-0. Like Red Diamonds can't. They can't take hold of the ball. They can't have any possession outside of their own half. There's no outlets for them. Their forwards can't hold on to the ball. River Plate is just controlled possession. You know, they're swinging it right, they're swinging it left, they're doing long diagonals, making the ball do the work. What players for the goalkeeper? And well done. Yeah, so I mean, I think they'll hold on for now, but as the game continues to progress, and something I think it was a little bit more similar to the PSG and Atletico game, as PSG had all the possession, right, and they're just knocking it back and forth. Atletico had to, they have to shift, right? Right, and the ball doesn't get tired, the man gets tired. So they continually decided, to control possession, diagonals, and just let the ball do all the work. And then eventually, because of the heat, and a lot of these teams aren't accustomed to the heat over here in the United States, especially like this time of the year, that Atletico just, they regressed until the point where, PSG was just having their way with them. Yeah, I'd love to see the data actually on that as like the results of like the teams who have like the most possession. Like what is their win rate or their win outcome? And I do think they probably should have made majority of these games in the evening. And I'm assuming it has to do with like the TV slot times. And I think the NBA finals are going on. I think NHL finals are also going on right now. So maybe this is like the only time that they can have all these games. It's spaced out, but I definitely feel bad for the players, especially if you're not used to it. Oof, poor ball. Ball out wide. Ball in behind. Oof. What was Ref doing? What is the ref doing? Why did he stop the game? The ref stopped the game because someone's shoe came off. Yeah, the River Plate fans are out here in numbers. I wonder, do they have misters at this stadium? Because I know some of these stadiums in the United States they have like misters at golf, especially if the game's a little too hot. Foul ref. Oh no, beats one. Oof. All right, the Red Diamonds are starting to build into this game a little bit. Oh, ole beats two players. Top of the box. Diamonds shot in. Oh, deflection to corner. Yep, they're starting to, I think after the initial yellow card, after initial pressure, they're starting to build into this game. I don't know if that's a yellow card. Low-key, I love these the referee POV cams. Like, it reminds me of like the old Nike adverts back in the day. I wonder why they stopped it too, to be honest. And I heard like they're implementing quite a few things from this tournament. No, for some of these leagues, I believe that they're going to do the referee POV as well as have the ref. Oh, ball in, diamonds. Oh, great save. Two saves. Okay, just off. That was an excellent flick off the top of the box behind the keeper, and one of their forwards went onto it and just blasted it right out of the keeper. Oof. Oh, he got hit in the balls. Look at this header. Boom. Excellent header. Oh, yeah. All three of the Red Diamonds are offside. Oof. Mastantuono. Yeah, they're really starting to press him, especially when he's has to receive some of these long diagonals. That's probably two or three times he's lost it off of one of those diagonals. But it seems like his starting position is always like hugging the flank, hugging the right flank. And then once he gets the ball, is essentially just inverting immediately. If there's space in behind, he likes to look to play past them. But if that's not there, then he'll immediately invert. Well done, good control. Get out of the press. Ooh, ball in behind. Ooh, awkward clearance. River clear it. Oh, collected the second ball. Oh, ball over the top to Mastantuono. Go at him. Onto his left. Continues. Cuts back. Oh, too long, too long. Oh, ball in. First time shot. Oof, over. I think he held on to that a little bit too long. Yeah, Fernandez did come back into the space where Mastantuono actually could have progressed in and took a shot onto his left. Oof. Good press from Mastantuono, caused an unforced error. Mastan. How do I pronounce it? Mastantuono or Mastantuono? I don't know. I might have to start calling him Franco. Mastantuono. Long diagonal once again into the space for Tuono. At the byline. Plays it to the top of the box. Ooh, overhits the pass. Diamonds are in. Left flank. 2v5. Ooh, plays a deep all the way back post. And we're like, clear it. Diamonds up the box. Zone 14. Well done. Good recovery from Franco. So one thing I'll definitely say though about just watching one of these live River Plate games is that when he comes onto into the squad, and then when he plays, he's gonna give us so much width and spacing because he hugs this right line, and you see in here the left center back has routinely made this ball over the top, over the left back into the space and behind for Franco. So whomever that may be, that would be Hoyson or Asensio, Trent, whomever. That ball in behind for Franco is going to open up so much space, so much space in the middle for any of our midfielders to kind of step in there. Consistently being able to shift the mid, and the back line will open up a lot of space and a lot of different angles for us to play in between. Okay. Diamonds on that. Good play from Diamonds out on the right hand side. Yeah, I will say they press very well, and then as soon as they do that, I jinx them. Ooh, foul by Mastantuono. I think there's going to be a Xabi Alonso press conference. Does anyone know where I can find that? I think they're doing a press conference for Al Hilal. I can't seem to find it. Uh-oh. Oh, what a goal. Oh, okay, offsides. Okay, yeah, that was a good offside trap. So here. See if I can see chat, just in case. I might have to change my prediction here. I don't know about 4-0 anymore. Oh, keeper's all the way out of the box. Oh, hey. That's a yellow card, ref. That's a yellow card on the diamonds. Oof. Oof. The keeper actually took out the red diamond striker. Okay, yeah, they're saying even though the keeper took out the diamonds player, because the ref didn't call it on the field, that VAR actually can't go back and retroactively, give him a card. So he got away with it. Oof, that's another card, ref. Well done, he beats one. Oof, beats two. Oh, too much. Poor touch, poor touch. Play back, hurry up. Play him, play him. What are you waiting for? Yeah, Mastantuono is actually, he's trying to get on the ball here. He's inverting. Oh, ball into the box. And corner. Oh, no, he gave him a goal kick. I didn't know that there was such a large Asian fan base for River Plate. I had no clue. I don't know. Is there like I don't know if there's a huge population in Argentina. I have no clue, but that's just surprising to me. Oof. Good clearance by the defender. Look, he's looking for the diagonal. Well, okay, right back. Oh my lord, what was that? Oh, excellent interchange on the left-hand side. Ball into the box. Cleared out. River Plate have their fullbacks all the way touching the flanks. Excellent press from Diamonds. Caused them lost the ball. Yeah. So I saw, I mean, I guess I was wrong where I thought it was going to be like 4-0, but it looks like offsides. Well, yeah, River Plate has what, 243 passes completed to Diamonds 85. You can see now that River Plate, due to their consistent press, have slowed down. Foul ref, excellent turn from Mastantuono. But I think they also identified, their main outlet out of a lot of pressure and a lot of like the creative impetus on this River Plate team has been Mastantuono. That ball over the top. So that fullback is like right on him, not allowing him to turn at all. Yeah. He goes, look, press, press, press. And look at that. They're able to beat the press with a great ball. And the midfield is actually the one making the third person run. Oh, he's wide open. He's wide open. Why didn't he not call for it? Oof. Oh, you fall right there. You get the foul. Yeah, the one thing about Diamonds, though, even though they're having a little bit more possession, is the fact that they actually don't commit a lot of numbers forward. Unless it's obviously a press on the goalkeeper. And what are the whoever play doing? It's 3v3. 3v3. Diamonds plays it out wide. First time back in. Oh, there's no one in the box. Oh, and a goal kick. Yeah, River Plate are being very sloppy in the back now. The Red Diamonds are feeling it. Their fans are feeling it too. Oh yeah, look at them. Red Diamonds are just getting into all the second balls, playing out of pressure, exploiting the space in behind. What a ball! What a ball from Diamonds player. 1v1 on the flank, left flank. Take his man 1v1 overlap. Oh, excellent cover. Was able to nick the ball off of him. Ooh, ball through the lines. It's 3v2. Takes a shot at the top of the box. Oh, and good save by the keeper. I think the Diamonds have more shots on target than River Plate. They're just beating them to every second ball now. Yeah, so strange. I don't even know what happened. I have to think it's because of the press. Like they just went full press in the first 10, 15 minutes that they're just gassed at this point. And also, I don't think they had a cooling break. Also, where's this game being played? Seattle. Okay, it's actually not that hot over there. I need to see a little bit more from Mastantuono. Like even when he's on the ball, he seems to labor on it a little bit too much. He's not being his man. Like he doesn't seem like he's like lightning quick or fast. He's creative with his left foot, but if the defender knows that you're going inside every single time, then you know you got to do something a little bit better. I do think though that they're putting him in a lot of this this left forward for the Diamond is absolutely cooking. Excellent ball in. Ooh, that can frames dropping. There you go. He needs to get more onto the ball. When he was getting on the ball, they were able to like create. He's drifting to the middle right now. Play him. He's wide open top of the box to do a ball into the box. Mastantuono collects it on top of the box. A little heavy touch, but still has it. No one's moving. Everyone's sitting around. No one's moving. Get him on the ball. Once again, Mastantuono. Two people going out to him. Good press. Plays it back. On Mastantuono on the ball again. I'll take this because as soon as he starts drifting around in almost like a free roam, uh, in the free roam position, like he's able, like things are finally circulating. Now that they have a little bit of control, they're able to push the Diamonds back into almost somewhat of a low block. They're sitting at a 2-2-5 right now. Now back into 4-4-2. Mr. Tono drifts all. There we go. Directing play. He's open once again. He's going to collect it inside. Beats the first man. First time. Oh, it wasn't a good ball back, but it's still. Oh, the spin almost kept it in. Yeah, I agree with the announcers here that the Red Diamonds look very, very fit. And that actually it really does track because I believe that both of these teams are in the middle of their season right now. So they should really be at peak fitness. I think goes that line. And all right, River Plate All right, River Plate's up 1-0. 45 minutes in. What do we think? What are we thinking? I think that River Plate go as far as Franco Mastantuono goes. It seems like all of their best attacking sequences have actually come from the fact that once like they'll spray it out, do a long diagonal, get to Mastantuono on the side. He will then either play inwards, or he'll try to take on his man, or play another forward in behind. He'll spray it across to the left sided wing. And then they put the ball into the forward, obviously. A nice simple tap in header. But as soon as they got away with that, and as soon as the Red Diamonds had to really start to closely mark him with the left back and in the one of the two holding midfielders, that's when Red Diamonds started to see a lot of their success and be able to start taking a hold of the game. Like the first 15 minutes, I really thought just with the momentum that River Plate had, that it would be like 4-0 by the end of this game. But they made that tactical adjustment with the left back and then the holding midfielder being able to kind of box Mastantuono for him to, the only route for him to do is pretty much play the ball back and to kind of circulate that possession. That's when they were able to get out of that low block and kind of shift into a more controlled possession in the middle of the pitch and actually have quite a few opportunities to score themselves. So that's kind of what I think so far. I think he looks good. You know, he is young. He's 17. He is not gonna. He's not going to just push the ball past you and be able to sprint right past you. He's not that quick. He's not a Vinicius. I wouldn't even say he's as quick as Rodrigo. He has a decent left foot so far. I haven't seen it. We haven't seen him shoot yet. I know he has a decent free kick. We haven't seen any of that yet. But as of right now, if he was in the squad, I don't see him starting over. I don't see him starting over Arguler at all. Because essentially, from what I'm seeing right now, he's essentially doing the same thing that Arter would be doing, which was, collect the ball on the right and then pretty much drift towards the middle. Drift towards the middle, play like a key pass or ball through for Mbappe or Vinicius. That's essentially what Mastantuono is doing. So we'll see. We'll see. But let me grab some water and I'll be right back. Bye.
Then what my small can
When is this game going to start again? All right. Didn't see that. No copyright. No copyright here. All right. So I kind of wanted to see what our lineup potentially could be next season without Rodrigo. So I don't think that we have the players right now to outright just do a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-2-1 or play three in the back. So I think we'll start with a lineup similar to this. So if we go Courtois here, Rashford, Courtois, Brent, obviously. So I think right now it's going to be Asensio. And we'll see actually with some of those videos that came out today about training and a lot of one touch passing, short one touch passing, and I think the worst players were Alaba, Rudiger, and Millie. And that could be because they're all injured, and that could be just because they're kind of out of form. But it was a little alarming. So it could be Asensio for the foreseeable future. Housen, and then we all know Carreras is coming. You know, after the World Cup, he's coming. For Club World Cup, he's coming. So there. So that's our back line. So here's where it gets a little tricky. I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll go here. Valverde. Obviously, Chouameni is going to start because I think I just saw a stat that he has the highest dual rate percentage in the world. And then I have to assume I heard many reports saying that, not even reports, even from his own mouth, Xabi Alonso says he wants to put him back as an 8. So it may be like this on paper, but on the field, it might look completely different. You know, Jude is not going to play like out here, but just for the sake of this lineup. So this is where it gets tricky. So are we going to say, all right, hold on. You know what? First, let me just go with this. Let me do this. Let's put Mbappe here. Obviously, Mbappe, the best player in the world. And Vinicius. Okay, Vinny Jr. Okay, so Vinny Jr. obviously, and then here, if we believe the report saying that Rodrigo is going to leave, I believe it's going to be Arda. If Rodrigo doesn't leave, I still think it's going to be Arda. But I think he's going to do something very similar to what we're seeing with Franco, what's going on with Franco right now. Essentially the same thing. That it may be out here on paper, but is essentially going to be drifting inside and inverting at pretty much all times. You know, he may collect it out here just for the width, you know, like a ball over the top from Carreras, Hoyson, Asensio, whomever, even Trent playing a ball, you know, like over the top or whatever, however we want to say it, or playing just like a nice progressive pass in here. Arda is going to start occupying a lot of this space, in my opinion, right about here, dropping back a little bit, might be able to pick it up from Chouameni here or from Valverde, Bellingham, you know how it is. And then he's going to be through ball here, shot over here. That's what I at least think is going to happen. I think the fact is that, there are a lot of reports cooling off on a midfielder, a creative midfielder, is because of the fact that we have Trent, who's the greatest passer of the football, in my opinion. Poison, who has shown that he could fill that role. Did the game start? Hold on. I think the game started. No, it's about to start right now. And perfect timing. Okay, so there's no subs. Ooh. Oh, lost the ball on top of the box. Diamond is right on top of the box. Okay, and they play back. Dropping a few frames here. Sorry, it's my lunch. Popcorn. Mastantuono. Oh, or play like the ball. Ole, Ned. Overplay it on the counterattack. We'll poor ball into the middle. But they did win a throw in. Ooh. Oh, goal. 2-0. What a nightmare mistake from the Diamonds. The center back tried to flick the ball back to the goalkeeper, and then the River Plate player read it and immediately got on the end of that. Wow. Oh, is he okay? He's writhing in pain right now. Oh, defender, what are you doing? Oh, did he land on it? He looks like he landed on his ankle bad. It was an excellent header, and he was really brave on going in there. He got punched in the face. Excellent, brave header. Oh, oh yeah, it was immediate once he landed. Somehow River Plate are up 2-0. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened here. Oh, I think maybe his studs got stuck in the grass and his leg continued to turn. No, he's limping off to the bench there. They probably have to take him off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's done. But excuse me, Caesar. What's going on with my stream? Okay. Diamond's in, clearing out. You know, I've been saying this a lot, maybe because I just don't watch a lot of these teams. You know, I'm very, I guess, European biased here. You know, most notably probably La Liga and Spanish teams, and then we go to EPL, and then so on and so forth. But a lot of these teams that are playing in this, that are not from Europe, they're surprising me. There's a lot of there's some quality here. Um, I mean, as you should be expected, you know, well done. He beats two players. He's down on the bylines. Diamonds are in the box. They're in the box, cut back. Ooh, good clearance. Like I said, it's incredibly unlucky for Diamonds to be down 2-0. They have to get across the line here and get one of these chances. Because I would say that for the majority of the game, they've been more dangerous. You know, it just seems that, you know, River Plate are just a lot more clinical. All right. River Plate down the right hand flank. Plays out to Mastantuono. Mastantuono. First time pass back in. He's in the box, cut back. And oh, they had two chances to score that. And see, like whenever they do a quick outlet, there's no one there to take advantage. It, ooh, what a poor pass from the keeper. Able to get the ball back. Ole. Diamond up the flank. Oh, good. Oh, come on. You have to do better than that. Poor Clarence. Diving, get the ball back out on the right flank. Step over and took it out of bounds. Oh yeah, there's a lot of empty seats here. They don't even have the upper sections filled out. But I think that's going to be something that's going to be reoccurring for the remainder of these group stages, especially with the games that are always earlier in the day here in like America. Like there's no, like, first of all, they try to price gauge us or gouge us, excuse me. And then these tickets started off at like 500. I remember I was trying to get tickets earlier this year, and it was like the cheapest tickets I could really find are like $550. I was like, and then I immediately in my head was like, okay, I'm not going to go to any of the games. It's like, damn, like I usually, whenever like, Real Madrid comes to the United States, I always watch it, especially if like they're in the, the California area. Oh, that's BK ref penalty. That was an excellent touch by the Diamond player. That was an excellent touch. They score. This game is back on. But right now, whatever they did to make sure that they isolate Mastantuono until he has to invert into the middle has caused River Plate. Like River Plate does not have an answer. No creativity. They can't build out of the back. They're continually hoofing up the ball. They're losing the possession very easily. Their right and left back are on a suspect. That was an excellent touch. He faked the check in, allowed the ball to come across his body, and then took the touch away from the defender. This guy bleached his eyebrows too. That's crazy. Wait a second. Oh, fight on top of the box. I'm on TL. Of course it is. No, it was Acuna. Acuna played for what team? Was it Sevilla? Another foul and a yellow card for Acuna. They're trying to ice him. Of course, Argentine player. Who did he play for? So yeah, I was right. He plays for Sevilla. Oh, excellent. Excellent PK. Game on. 2-1. River Plate has to do something. Man, you got Red Diamond fans everywhere. They're going to have to do something, man. What a terrible foul by Acuna. Excellent PK sent the keeper the wrong way. Well done. Diamond's be able to play out of the press. It's 3v4. Takes the man again. Yellow card. Another one. This guy is destroying them. With a number 22? No, 24. Yusuke. River Plate need to make a change. Getting their set piece. Low in. And goal kick. All right, I've been seeing Mastantuono for like at least 10 minutes. Give the ball to your best player. Figure out a way you can get the ball to your best player. Good knock on header. Plays out wide on the left flank. To the top of the box, River again. Takes a shot top of the box, deflected. Again, got the ball out wide. Ball to Mastantuono. Mastantuono takes a touch inside. Beats the man inside. Takes a left footed shot. Ooh, right into the keeper. Yep. Exactly. It was exactly what the announcer said. That one of the main criticisms about him is the fact that he faces in and out of games. Ooh, good shot. Good shot from the Diamonds player on top of the box. Good save for the keeper. Yeah. Diamonds are just having their way with his midfield. Excellent diagonal ball out. Maybe a little bit too much on it. That has to be like a few thousand people for the Red Diamonds have traveled for this game. And I can't tell if this is by the coach's design, but he has him stuck on that right wing. Like where even if the ball is like most of the ball, excuse me, most of the players on the left-hand side, it's not even like he's even coming to more into the midfield. He's still stuck out there. And I understand if you want width, but like once you want width when you have the ball, not when you're out of possession. They're able to like literally slide into that space and be able to play out at all the press that River play out. Look at that. Triangles all over. Oh. Hey, ref. That was a nasty turn. Ball in from the Diamonds. Great ball in. Good header out. First time volley. And it's a goal kick. And it's a goal kick. The touch from Mastantuono plays in behind, and he's offside. Oh my god, they just play so well. Those two play so well. As soon as they pass, they're literally moving for an angle to be able to play out of all the press. And then the River Plate midfielders are not following. Like, it's so easy to play through these players. But collect the ball, pass amongst each other, then spread all the way out wide. Switch the direction of attack. In between, he's wide open in between. Ball into the box. Way too much. Way too much. Hey, oh. Close. Ref. Corner. Okay. To win the second ball. The touch out wide. A good press on the keeper. I cause someone to take it out of bounds. I don't know. Do you guys, whoever watches River Plate, does it like when this happens, when he's just isolated out on the right flank? Is it, does he just stay out there and then is it just invisible or just phased out of the game for like the next 10 minutes? Because I feel like if it's not working and they've successfully been able to mark you out of the game, like he just lost it in the middle of the field. Now Diamonds are on a counterattack. Okay, he wins it back. That's good. Like, shouldn't he then start drifting? Drifting, like everything that's good with River Plate, it seems to come from when he's at least on the ball. He may not be the one who's giving the assist, he may not be, but at least he's initiating things. He's at least being a protagonist for this River Plate team. Whenever he gets on the ball, like he did, like I guess they forgot that he was out there, and then in the end of the first half, that's another yellow card, ref. There's another yellow card. That is a yellow card. But yeah, so at the end of the first half, or middle way of the first half, he did well in the first opening 15. Next, like 15 to 30, he would just kind of phase out of the game, and then not until like the last, last 15, right? Where when he decided to get more on the ball, that they were able then to create a lot more. And it seems like they just forgot that. I can't tell that that's instructions from the coach or the manager. I don't know if like maybe that's just a fitness thing where he's tired of like always running to collect the ball and having to track back. But he's clearly their best outlet, especially out of a lot of the press, and be able to switch the attack. Like I said, like I mean, even the announcers kind of said it right, right after I said it. It's like, dude, I haven't seen Mastantuono for at least like 10 minutes. Right. Ooh, another foul, ref. All right, substitutions to both sides. Look at him. He's on the opposite side of the center circle. All in behind, overplay it. And get the corner. And 3-0. Oh, 3-1. Well, Red Diamonds have been dominating this entire game. I don't even do my job here. Why didn't anyone tell me that? Yeah, it was bad defending, and the keeper had a hand on it and still couldn't take it out. Well, it looks like we're heading towards a Boca win. Oh, Boca. Ah, ah, River Plate fans, don't come for me. We're gonna River Plate winner 3-1. In my opinion, Red Diamonds have thoroughly outplayed them. Thoroughly outplayed them. But the thing is, like, when you get your chances, you have to be clinical. And every single one of these opportunities, River Plate have been clinical. Thing is, it's gonna throw a wrench. It's gonna throw a wrench in this league or this group. I guess technically on paper it won't, but on the field it definitely will. Like whoever will come out as third place is probably gonna feel really hard done by. Mastantuono. I didn't even know if that was a foul, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like they got a. No, okay, I was gonna say it looks like they put an actual right forward, but I don't think they did. I think that they have the right back just pushing extremely high for the width, and then Mastantuono's coming more into more central. This guy got to get structured out. Yeah, I don't know. I think fans need to kind of temper their expectations with Mastantuono. Well, I think he's a great talent, and obviously there's a lot for him to learn. But from what I'm seeing this game, he's nowhere near a starter right now. But hey, I mean, I might be wrong here because we don't know when did Christopher Nolan become the coach for River Plate. Um, we don't know exactly how Javi Alonso wants to play. We kind of know how he wants to play. We don't know how he's going to line up, especially like, Alonso is not a rigid coach. He's very adaptable. He will adapt his system for the players that he currently has. Obviously he may recommend players that he may need, which obviously is a striker. He definitely needs a number 9 striker. Please, Lord, give us Budimir. Please give us Budimir. But I honestly think I don't know if we need a creative midfielder because I believe we have the tools there. I think the Arda is already there. I don't think you really need a creative midfielder other than Arda. You have the defenders that can progressive carry or have great progressive passes, with Trent and Hoyson, KS once he comes. And even maybe not even so much, but with the progressive passes with Asensio, Asensio has definitely done a job. I think he's an excellent carrier of the ball. Many times I've seen him actually just, I've seen him just carry the ball through lines of pressure, just push it by and then beat the first initial wave of pressure. So I think we are somewhat covered there. Obviously, Rudiger, not so much. He's not terrible, but obviously that's not his strength. Alaba, that used to be his strength, but injuries have kind of derailed his latter part of his career. Militao had 2 back-to-back ACLs and opposite legs, so he's just extremely rusty at this point. So I do believe like that back 4 is going to be the starting one for the foreseeable future, and then we might even see, depending on how well Asensio play. Oh, another header in by. Oh, that Mastantuono, just glancing header just shy of the goal. Ooh, I think he should have done a little bit better. He was a wide open header in at the penalty spot. No, at the 6-yard box. Oh, Oh, ooh, that was a crazy tackle. Yeah, now, yeah, I don't know what they just did here. I think he now is playing a more central role here because now it's his first time actually on the left flank this game. First time him seeing even the left flank. And I do agree, his best position is easily is in the center of the pitch. Him on the right, right now with at least a pacey left back. I haven't seen him do much. I haven't seen him actually be able to take on that player and beat him on the outside. It looks like every single time is more so of him drifting inside and getting the ball in those in that right half space. See, look, he's going to check back for it. Yeah, it looks like he's finally playing that 10 position, not an inverted right forward, which is a problem because we were actually signing him, and I think we are trying to play him as a right wing or a right forward. Red diamonds, and oof, poor shot. Good stuff. Diamonds with the possession yet again. Ooh, slip. River Plate on the counterattack. Ball diagonal 2v1. Top of the box, River Plate. Oh, he just literally dribbled into 4 players. It's wide open in the middle of the park. Acres of space. Easily being able to play out of that press. Diamonds with sustained pressure. Early ball in, good clearance. Diamonds again win the third ball. Hands defense, they're playing a 4-4-2. Keeping Mastantuono up there. Defending with 4, 2 blocks of 4. Oh, like, what a turn. Mastantuono, that was kind of a tough ball to Mastantuono, but he's able good strength to hold on to the ball. Excellent strength. He's given pretty much a hospital pass there, but he's able to hold off 2 of their defenders. 1 a foul. I don't know if Inter are wearing to play this. I think most of wasn't it like the oldest team in Europe? They looked thoroughly gassed at the Champions League final, and now they're going to be playing what in like these conditions, another preseason. Well, I guess yeah, it is against the preseason tournament. It's not, but it is. Another tournament in the summer in America. Lots of flights because America's massive. The Heat playing against a lot of teams that are in the middle of their season. So I don't know if they're looking for their excellent turn. Oof. Oh, that was a dirty tackle. That was a nasty tackle. Yellow card. Actually, it wasn't nasty. It was a hard tackle, though. Okay, maybe it's nasty. I take that back. Maybe it is nasty. Yeah, he was just, it's a tired tackle. That's what it is. Well, died on Mastantuono. Why did they play him? I have no clue why they play him out there. All they ever do is like they'll play a long diagonal. He's immediately pressed by the left mid and the left back, and then he literally all he can do is like knock it back. And he's not even pacey enough to pretty much just push it past the defender and get on the outside. Well done. That player is class. Was that number 13 for the Diamonds? It's a class player. Blam. Oh, if you played a good ball, he was on. Excellent turn out of pressure. He actually reminds me somewhat of Vitinha. Yeah, number 13 for Red Diamonds. He's able to twist and wriggle out of all tons of pressure. Oh, inside the box. Excellent save by the keeper. Oh, you have to first time cross that. You can't take a touch and wait for everyone to get back into position there. That was a bad foul. No car for descent. Never play win the ball. Oh, once again, poor ball. Wasted a counterattack opportunity. Oh, slipped in. Ooh, good shot. Good shot, good save. Oof. The challenges are flying here. Poor ball. You had three people to your left. Oh, there. And let's switch a play. Great ball in, glancing header right to the keeper. They just don't have anyone up front. Like if they had a quality forward, a lot of these chances would either end up being goals or at least better shots on target. Like their midfield is good. They're very technical. Mastantuono, oh, get up, get the ball back. Excellent. Ole. And my stream just died. Mastantuono dummies it and he skies. Absolutely skies it. And that is game. All right. 3-1. 3-1. All right, some disparting thoughts. Who's playing after? I will not be there. I will tell you that. I will not be watching the Mamelodi Sundowns. Actually, I might. I'm not streaming that though. Monterrey versus Inter. I will not be there either. Just some parting thoughts. This was a loan watch for Franco Mastantuono. This is probably my first full 90 of watching him. I've watched extended highlights. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and other websites. I thought that I don't think that a outside forward is his role, even like a right winger. I don't see it. I don't really believe it. I think the better teams that might work in maybe the league that he plays in right now. I'm assuming they have him out there so they have another midfielder, obviously in the midfield area. And then that frees him up. There's a lot more space out on the flanks for him to collect the ball, then kind of run out as run out of the defender, or be able to invert and take a shot on his favored left foot. But I feel like the better teams that you're going to play, like you're going to have a lot of pacey, a lot of just pacey and experienced fullbacks who are not going to allow you, if they know that you're heavily dependent on that left foot and you're not exceptionally quick. Like you're not slow, but you're not quick, right? Like on a counterattack, I don't see him just like outpacing like any kind of right back, right or left back. So you kind of know that he's going back on this left foot and he's going to try to flip someone in, or he's going to take on that shot, or he's going to then play a ball over the top for the left wing or the left winger or the left forward. So that's something of note. I thought he played a lot better when he was playing more of a central role. I think all the best actions that did come for River Plate, especially in the first half. The second half wasn't. I think he played a lot better in the first half, was when he was actually drifting into that midfield and being able to collect the ball from the midfielders, or even from that when his right back was pushing up forward and like he kind of relinquished that right flank for him, and being able to get the ball from that right back, being able to collect the ball in more of a central area, and being able then to pick from many people, or there'd be the what's it called? Excuse me, the left wing or the left forward or the actual forward itself. Even for the first goal, that's exactly what happened. I think the ball went out to the right back or the right fullback. Then he was able to go and drift and centrally, then collect the ball from the right back. Then able to swing it all the way to the left forward or the left back, and the left back was able to then put a great ball into the box, and that was the first goal. So I think many instances like that where he was the main protagonist for River Plate in the first half has been more of that central area. He is 17, so I'm not going to really judge him that harshly. I do think that this is a signing for the future. This is a signing of, we've seen a lot of our rivals, most notably Barca and PSG in this, and I guess Chelsea's not a rival, but they did do that where they signed Esteval. I think Esteval would be that pacey winger where you keep him all the way on the right wing, and then you just allow him to hug that touchline. And he is pacey, he's quick. A lot of fast twitch muscles, and I can see like that's where you really want to try to isolate him with that fullback and let him just 1v1 him, just like Vinny all game. There's less than 1v1. I don't think Franco is that kind of player, and I think the more Real Madrid fans watch him, the more they're going to start to realize that's not the case. Like I said, this is just the first full 90 from watching him and at River Plate, and things could be different when he's at Real Madrid. He's going to be around a lot better players, a lot of players that will be able to, have a lot of gravity for them. Like Mbappe's going to have a lot of gravity, Vinicius is going to have a lot of gravity, Jude will have a lot of gravity just because of how talented they are. Franco on this team is probably the most, how do I say this? And maybe the most popular, or the one that people are looking for a magic moment. So maybe, especially with all the fanfare that comes around, especially being a Real Madrid player, or like a very talented 17-year-old, but he was like the youngest player to ever get this first cap or his debut cap for Argentina and all that stuff, and liking him to Messi and stuff, which I think is a massive. I don't think that helps them out at all. They're not even remotely similar in the way that they play or anything like that. They're just both left-footed. They're both Argentine. But with better players, with maybe more dangerous runners in behind, and just more dangerous players around him, maybe that will free him up to do a little bit more, have a little more creativity. But even with this team, he did, once he started to drift inside more into central areas and right half spaces and left half spaces, he was I thought he wasn't dangerous, but I think that he was one of their most creative outlets. So that's kind of it. That's all I'm going to say. I thought he had a decent game. I wouldn't give him anything over a 7.5. I don't think he did much wrong. He did lose the ball in some instances, but he did press a bit. He did, do a lot of running. I know that is extremely hot in Seattle. I think it's hot, but I mean, maybe to them it's extremely hot. It's the first game as well. This is the first game as him essentially being a Real Madrid player, but obviously not leaving until August. So then there might have been a lot of pressure, a lot of eyes on him. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do as the tournament progresses. I don't think we have an opportunity to play him. I'm going to go check the group seedings and say all that. Even if they come first or second, I would like to see if we ever have a chance of playing him. I doubt it. But I'm interested to see how River Plate are going to do. I would say out of the South American teams that have played, I think they impressed me the least. Is between it's between Not Benfica. Benfica's obviously in Portugal. I think it's Fluminense and probably River Plate are probably the two that I was expecting a little bit more out of. But things can change obviously, and different. Everything's about matchups, styles, and make matches. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Like, comment, subscribe, write me some comments what you think about Mastantuono. Where's his best position? I definitely don't see him as a starter. Even if Rodrigo's if Rodrigo doesn't leave, I would start Rodrigo on the right over Mastantuono at this point. I think there has to be some kind of transition period. I think this might be something similar to Endrick. Maybe not as much, but yeah, there's definitely going to be a transitional period. And he has to get acclimated to the European standard and the speed of the league as well. But yeah, it was cool. So thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I will be here for the Real Madrid versus Al Hilal tomorrow. Definitely be doing a stream on that. A lot to talk about. Extremely excited about what Xabi Alonso is doing. As the training videos are trickling out, the more and more excited I am. I'm starting to be concerned a little bit with our defensive line. People think that we don't need a defensive signing. I definitely do believe that we need a defensive signing. Not all four of our defenders need to be excellent with the ball at their feet, but I do believe that in Xabi Alonso's ideal starting 11 that they would be, and especially because two of those players are going to be leaving definitely next year. Rudiger, it seems like reports are coming out that he is going to just finish out his contract and then head out to Saudi Arabia. Obviously Alaba is going to finish out his contract. I believe the club came to him multiple times to kind of buy him out, but he said he wants to fulfill his contract, so the club respect that. I think there's a conversation to be had about Militao, and seeing how well he does this year really kind of depends on whether the club is really going to look to sell him, because I think right now, as every new signing comes in, especially in the defense, his place is going further and further down, and we do need to resell him if he can't be a major part of the team. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Check out my socials. I